1.7 lakh crore rupees. That's how big India's ethnic wear market is. But most of it, nearly 85%, is dominated by the unorganized sector. And while many, including the Tatas, Birlas, and Reliance, have tried to capture a space in this market, none of them, in my opinion, have been as successful as Manyavar. But what makes Manyavar so special? How did a single store startup grow into one of India's largest ethnic wear brands with a valuation of over 35,000 crore rupees? Welcome to another video of our channel and to our 12th business case study. In this video, let us cover the story of Manyavar, the 3 business strategies behind the success, and what the future holds for them. That said, let's get started. Manyavar's founder, Ravi Modi, was born in 1977 in Kolkata to a Marwadi family. His father was in the textile business. He had a small 140 square foot shop in Kolkata. And like most other Marwadi families, Ravi Modi got involved in this business at an early age. At the tender age of 13, he used to spend time at the shop after his school hours. Just like that, while still being involved in the family business, Ravi first completed his studies in school and then got a bachelor's of commerce. Now, when it came to the business, his father was involved in selling western wear for men, such as pants, shirts, and t-shirts. However, Ravi had another idea. He felt that there was a massive unaddressed market for Indian ethnic wear clothes for men. There was no established player in this space. Most of them were either focused on western wear or ethnic wear for women. So Ravi really wanted to capture this gap in the market. However, his father disagreed. And due to this difference of opinion, Ravi decided to leave the family business and start out on his own. He took a 10,000 rupee loan from his mother and started by manufacturing Indian wear and selling them in small multi-brand outlets in Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and West Bengal. This is how, in 1999, Ravi Modi got started with his business under the name of Vedant Fashion, named after his son, Vedant. Now, he couldn't really start selling his clothes under the name of Vedant Fashion, right? He had to think of a name, something rather appealing. And this is when he came up with the name Manyavar. The business was growing, and by 2005, Manyavar started selling their clothes in large format stores such as Shoppers Stop, Pantaloon, Westside, and Vishal Megamart. This helped Manyavar build a pan-India presence. By now, the company had a turnover of 20 to 25 crore rupees, but Ravi was still not satisfied. He wanted to go even further, so he opened the company's first exclusive brand store in Bhubaneswar. An exclusive brand store on EBS is the very own store of that company. So this was Manyavar's very own store. However, opening EBOs can be extremely expensive, and this was not very scalable. This brings us to the first strategy behind the success of Manyavar, their franchising model. Now, franchising works in 2 ways, the FOCO model and the FOFO model. FOCO stands for franchisee owned, company operated, in which case the company or Manyavar would be responsible for the day-to-day operations and the day-to-day business of that store. On the other hand, the FOFO model, which is franchisee owned, franchisee operated, is a model in which the franchisee would be responsible for the day-to-day operations of that business, such as McDonald's. Manyavar initially started operating in the FOCO model, in which they were responsible for the day-to-day operations of the store. This way, they could ensure that customer service was top-notch. However, this too was not very scalable. So by 2016, they shifted all the stores to the FOFO model. And what they did is that they trained every single franchisee owner to make sure that the customer service was still top quality and top notch. Manyavar would take a royalty fees of 15% of the total revenue generated from that store. And the initial investment which the franchisee would have to pay would be 40 lakhs to 1 crore to set up the store, to meet inventory costs, and to meet other initial expenses. Now here is what the founder Ravi Modi has to say about the same. People were doing backward integration, and we felt that doing forward integration was the way to go. We will do marketing, designing, and supply chain, and not do anything else. Over the past few years, several young customers have become franchisee owners, including doctors and consultants, who see massive potential in the brand. Today, Manyavar has over 660 stores in over 240 cities. But the big question is, why would anybody get a store of Manyavar Well, they wouldn't unless they knew that they would make sales. So this brings us to the second business strategy behind their rise, which is their branding strategy. Now, with regards to their branding strategy, there are two things again that we need to talk about. Firstly, their celebrity endorsements, and secondly, the multiple brands that Manyavar has created. Manyavar already had the big first movers advantage, but what really worked in their favor was celebrity endorsements. By the way, we've already talked about how celebrity endorsements were the secret behind the rise of boAt. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check it out. Just like boAt, Manyavar too used celebrity endorsements to advertise their products. They roped in celebrities like Alia Bhatt, Amitabh Bachchan and Ranveer Singh. But the one that worked wonders for Manyavar was Virat Kohli. Manyavar roped in Virat Kohli as their brand ambassador in 2016. At this point in time, Virat Kohli was a rising star. There were also rumors that he was possibly dating Anushka Sharma. And exactly then, Manyavar roped in Anushka Sharma as well for their female line of products called Mohey. Mohey is basically Manyavar's equivalent but for women, which they started in 2015 for selling kurtis and lehengas. And guess what? As luck would have it, the couple got married in 2017. And this worked great for Vedant Fashion. Vedant Fashion used this power couple for their wedding campaigns. Manyavar and Mohey were able to place themselves beautifully for the wedding season, and this way it worked wonders. Manyavar's popularity hit new highs. And just like Mohey, Manyavar introduced two more brands, Manthan for the budget segment and Twamev for the luxury segment. Here is a way to understand the logic behind this. There are more than 1 crore weddings that happen every year in India, and these weddings can broadly be divided into three categories based on the budget: under 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs to 50 lakhs, and then from 50 lakhs to 5 crores. Manyavar and Mohey cater to the weddings between 50 lakh rupees and 5 crore rupees. Manthan caters to the weddings under 5 lakh rupees, and Twamev cater to the weddings that fall between 50 lakh rupees and 5 crore rupees. Okay, so with that, let's quickly move to the third business strategy behind their success, which is operational efficiency. The fashion industry has massive wastage, either because of high returns or because of change in designs. This, however, is not the case with Manyavar. India has a very clear seasonal demand cycle when it comes to ethnic wear, from October till March, starting with Navratri, Dussehra, Diwali, and then the wedding season. Manyavar plans and executes its manufacturing based on this demand cycle. They launch fresh collections just before these months. Further, their designs are classic and evergreen, be their sherwanis, kurtas, and lehengas. They remain relevant across multiple wedding seasons. This ensures that the brand can minimize inventory wastage and avoid heavy discounts. Here is the financial angle of it, as shared by Ravi Modi, the man himself. Anything and everything we do, we want to bring efficiency. We have one of the highest productivities in retail. We haven't sold a single garment at discount. Even then, the dead stock in Manyavar is less than 3%. We make 30% profit after tax. We don't make it by charging more to the customers. That's an outcome of efficiency. We keep pricing reasonable, and despite that, we have the highest margins. Efficiency is the key pillar in our entire organization. Now, for those of us into finance, we all know the importance of ROCE, which is return on capital employed. In a way, it is a measure of how effectively a company is using its working capital. Now, here is something very unique about Vedant Fashion from this perspective. There is no capex. There is no fixed expense other than corporate head office salary. Every rupee of working capital can generate an equal rupee of PAT with 90 to 95% free cash flow. Only Unilever will have a ROCE of 100%. We might be the second one, and within a year or two, we will be at more than 100%. These have been the three brilliant strategies behind the success of Manyavar. And guess what? It does not end here. Manyavar has very ambitious expansion plans. So far, Manyavar has its presence mostly in the North Indian region. They want to expand into more cities in South India. Further, they want to increase their foothold from metro cities to tier 2 and tier 3 cities even further. They also want to expand their product line by entering new categories such as kidswear, footwear, and perfumes. However, in my opinion, things are not going to be as smooth for them going forward as they have been so far. Competitors like Aditya Birla Fashion, Reliance Retail, and Tata Trend have been trying to grow very aggressively in the ethnic wear space. They have come up with their own set of brands like Tasva, Tanaira, and Avantra. They've also been on an acquisition spree, acquiring brands like TCNS Clothing, House of Masaba, Sabyasachi, and Manish Malhotra. How will Vedant Fashion put up against these brands? Well, only time will tell. For now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. We post such business case studies every week, so stay tuned for more. And as always, thank you so much for watching.